What is your major malfunction, viewer?
Your mamas are not here to take care of you now.
Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 movie drill sergeants. Before we begin, we publish new videos every day, so be sure to subscribe for more great content. For this list, we're taking a look at those big screen drill instructors that made us glad we weren't in basic training. Whether ruthless, compassionate, or a bit of both. As long as they performed the duties of a drill sergeant, they will be considered.
I guess nobody's responsible. Guess I just had that one coming.
Number 10, Sergeant First Class Merwin J. Toomey, Biloxi Blues.
What would you do if the Japanese army was behind you?
Surrender and get some sleep.
Christopher Walken brings the wacky, comical, yet strict Sergeant Toomey to life in a way that only he can. Toomey's job is to whip a group of naive draftees into shape during World War II, while constantly clashing with the recruits.
Do I make myself clear, Jerome?
Oh, yes. Oh, what? Oh, nothing.
Based on the play by Neil Simon, the comedy drama sees Toomey as somewhat of a friendlier version of the hard-nosed, hard-drinking platoon leader who puts his men through hell. Eccentric, sadistic, and cruel in his ways, Sergeant Toomey perfectly balances humor and, cruelty to earn a spot on this list.
Guess we have to look for another way around, men.
Number 9, Drill Sergeant Forrest Gump.
Why did you put that weapon together so quickly, Gump?
You tell me to, Drill Sergeant.
You better make sure you answer every question from this man with yes, Drill Sergeant.
Is that clear?
Yes, Drill Sergeant!
Although only appearing in the film for mere minutes, this character's limited screen time is memorable nonetheless. Despite screaming in Forrest's face for every scene he's in, he seems to be giving him compliments, although you wouldn't really be able to tell. Drill Sergeant manages to mold Forrest into the perfect soldier via instructive, neck vein popping screaming and discipline. He's loud, brash, and overbearing, just how we like our drill sergeants.
God damn it, Gump! You're a goddamn genius. That's the most outstanding answer I've ever heard. You must have a goddamn IQ of 160.
Number 8, U.S. Marine Corps Major Benson Winifred Payne, Major Payne.
As of 0800, I am replacing Major Frankfurt as your commanding officer.
He is a U.S. Marine Corps sergeant who literally sleeps with his eyes open. They are a bunch of delinquent outcasts who have come in last place in the Virginia military games 8 years in a row. What's the worst that can happen when Major Payne takes over the platoon? Deafness, obesity, heart conditions? These are not excuses. Payne demands order and discipline.
Well, let me tell you something, ass. Let me tell you all something. War has made me very paranoid. And when a man gets the eyeball at me, it makes my Agent Orange act up.
He's not about fair or unfair. He's about achieving the mission. Even the boogeyman in the closet isn't safe for Major Payne. You kinda wanna feel bad for the kids he's training, but he's just too over the top to not like, or at least be entertained by.
Major Payne's a major diss.
Major Payne's a major diss.
Makes us squat when we piss.
He makes us squat when we piss.
Number 7, Sergeant Major Mulcahy, Glory.
Jesus, Mary and Joseph, what have we here? Bonnie Prince Charlie and his little toy bayonet.
A tough Irish sergeant major. It's up to Mulcahy to train a regiment of all black soldiers to fight during the American Civil War. Turning a group of freed slaves into one of the first military units in the Union Army is no small task, but luckily, Mulcahy is up to it. His tough methods draw the attention of his commanding officer, Colonel Shaw, who views them as being too severe.
The boy's your friend, is he?
We grew up together, yes.
Let him grow up some more.
But Shaw comes to realize that Mulcahy is in fact training the men fairly and is only preparing them for the extreme challenges they will be facing at war.
I said get up! Forgot to duck, that's all.
Sergeant, deal with that man.
Number 6, Regimental Sergeant Major Monty Python's The Meaning of Life.
Don't stand there, Corbin! Like you've never seen the undergod before!
What happens when the Monty Python crew turns their sights to the military? It results in a farcical, preposterous drill sergeant, of course.
What you now?
Yes, Sarge.
Right, off you go!
The Regimental Sergeant Major's loud, often high-pitched voice, squeaky upward inflection, and curly mustache make him not only one of the funniest drill sergeants in film, but also one of the funnier Monty Python characters.
Yes!
I've got a book I'd quite like to read.
Right, you go read your book then, now!
When his squad decides they would all rather be doing something else, the sergeant lets them leave one by one until he is left by himself to march the square.
Rather be at the pictures, I suppose. All right, off you go! Bloody army, I don't know where it's coming to.
Number 5, Sergeant First Class Hulka, Stripes.
We have a comedian in our midst.
Will you take this comedian outside and watch him do 50 push-ups?
Get your go-smelling ass out of here!
In a comedy that features the likes of Bill Murray, John Candy, and Harold Ramis, Warren Oates more than holds his own in this side-splitting portrayal of Sergeant Hulka.
So you better hit them monks, my little babies. Or Sergeant Hulka with the big toe is gonna see how far he can stick it up your ass.
He comes off as a cliched hard-ass drill sergeant, but watching him try to mold the group of misfits he's in charge of into soldiers without killing one or all of them makes Hulka more humorous than anything else. Constantly butting heads with the recruits and almost getting hit with a mortar, Hulka has his hands full of his recruits' throats, that is.
Sergeant, does this mean we're through for the day?
Save your strength, Sergeant.
Yeah.
Number 4, D.I. Fitch, Jarhead.
You the maggot whose father served in Vietnam? Sir, yes, sir! Outstanding! Did he have the balls to die there? Sir, no, sir! Too f***ing bad.
Much like the drill sergeant from Forrest Gump, drill instructor Fitch had limited screen time, but made an impression nonetheless. Fitch will get in your face and play with your head. The loud, always screaming drill instructor isn't shy about implying that your girlfriend is sleeping with someone else, or that you are in love with him, and he will make you do push-ups because of it.
Do you have a girlfriend, Swafford? Sir, yes, sir! Yes again, motherfucker! Jody's banging her right now! Get on your face and give me 25 for every time she gets this month!
The vulgar, abusive things that come out of his mouth will lead even the hardest men to question whether joining the army was a good idea. And of course, having your head bashed into a chalkboard because you can't draw definitely doesn't help either.
What the are you even doing here? Sir! I got lost on the way to college, sir!
Number 3, Gunnery Sergeant Emil Foley, an officer and a gentleman.
You better stop eyeballing me, boy. I'll rip your eyeballs out the sockets and skull you to death.
Sergeant Foley is a completely ruthless and brutal drill sergeant who puts Richard Gere's character through hell. He pushes him hard, abusing him both physically and emotionally. But it's because, deep down, Foley has a good heart.
You want to survive bad enough to stop me, pussy? Or you reliant on my generosity, my love of humanity to stop me from killing you?
Despite the cruel treatment he shows to his men throughout the film, something about him tells you he actually cares and has the best intentions. Despite this fact, having him constantly screaming in your face is not what you would want on a day-to-day basis. Louis Gossett Jr. was so convincing in the role that he won both an Academy Award and a Golden Globe for his portrayal of Foley. Truly an officer and a gentleman.
You really want to be a man, Seagull? You another one of those little girls that didn't get enough of your daddy's attention because he really wanted a son, Seagull?
Number 2, Career Sergeant Zim, Starship Troopers.
I am your senior drill instructor, Career Sergeant Zim. Suck it, Edgar! Feet together!
Zim is a hard-ass drill sergeant in ways no others on this list are. He won't think twice about throwing a knife at his cadets, breaking their arms, or kneeling on their throats until they pass out. And once you're incapacitated, he'll simply call for a medic and continue his abuse of the ones who are still left standing.
See that armory? Run around it. Run, I said! Run! Runsky, keep pace!
When Buenos Aires is destroyed, Zim voluntarily takes a demotion to private just so he can kick some bug butt. What better man is there to train soldiers to squash bugs? In a film that goes full throttle and is overflowing with badassery, Zim still stands out with his over-the-top tactics and persona.
Good job, Sergeant.
Thank you, sir. That would be private, sir.
Carry on, Private.
Yes, sir!
Before we fall in line for our number 1 pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
They still hate you. They still hate you.
When the lights come on, where are you? You're crawling out of them racks. I got a 100-year-old grandma who gets out of her sack faster than you people.
Number 1, Gunnery Sergeant Hartman, Full Metal Jacket.
You are the lowest form of life on Earth. You are not even human beings. You are nothing but unorganized, grabastic pieces of amphibian shit.
Portrayed by former U.S. Marine Corps Staff Sergeant and real-life drill instructor Arlie Ermey, Sergeant Hartman could be considered the mold almost every other on-screen drill sergeant is made from.
Private Pyle, why is your footlocker unlocked?
Sir, I don't know, sir.
Private Pyle, if there is one thing in this world that I hate, it is an unlocked footlocker. You know that, don't you?
His sole purpose is to turn recruits into hardened, disciplined killing machines for his beloved Corps, and he won't tolerate anything else. Toe jam? Footlocker unlocked? Is there a jelly donut in said footlocker?
What is that, Private Pile?
Sir, jelly donuts, sir!
A jelly donut?
Sir, yes, sir!
How did it get here?
You can bet that Hartman will be there to put the entire unit through hell, all while the most offensive insults come out of his mouth at full speed.
You climb obstacles like old people. You know that, Private Pile?
No doubt Ermey drew from his real-life military experiences, and it earned him a Golden Globe nomination, as well as the top spot on this list.
Bullshit, it looks to me like the best part of you ran down to cracking your mama's ass and ended up as a brown stain on the mattress.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo and subscribe for new videos every day.